Hey everyone, this is Fariel at Techmetric, and in this video, I'm going to review our Smart Jobs feature. Before I show you all how it works in Techmetric, let's first review what a Smart Job is. So in Techmetric, rather than manually building a job from scratch on an estimate, service writers can use Smart Jobs. Smart Jobs is a job that will automatically populate labor and parts based on the vehicle information in the estimate. The service writer does not need to punch out to the labor guide or to a third-party supplier to shop for parts. We will pull all this information onto the job once it's added to the estimate. Now, why is this important? Smart Jobs are designed to help improve a service writer's efficiency when building an estimate. The quicker the service writer can build an estimate, the more time he or she can spend with their customer building the value in the repair needed and in the relationship. Now, let's go ahead and navigate to Techmetric to see how it works. So in this example, I already have an RO created and opened. One thing I do want to call out for Smart Jobs to work successfully is you need to have the vehicle information. We recommend decoding the vehicle information using the VIN or license plate. In this example, I had used a VIN. Now first, let's go ahead and build a job from scratch so you can see the difference between a normal job and a smart one. I'm going to use our labor guide, and let's go ahead and build an alternator job. So we're going to remove and replace the alternator. I'm going to add the labor times. And just for this example, let's just imagine we need the 160 ampage for the alternator. And let's create the job. Now I know that I need this part, so let's go ahead and edit the job. And I'm going to now shop in Parts Tech for the alternator. Now that we're in Parts Tech, let's look up the alternator. And here, let's just quickly shop. It says this is in stock and available. And you'll notice it says 160 amp. So in this case, let's just go ahead and add the CarQuest alternator and submit the quote. Now that we've submitted the quote, let's click continue. And now I have the alternator from PartsTech and it has an order associated with it. So I can remove the placeholder I had pulled from the labor guide and click save. Now I have built out the alternator job. Now let's just say I use the alternator smart job instead. You'll notice that we added the labor hours for this vehicle right onto the job. I didn't have to look up in the labor guide. And you'll also notice we added the accessory drive belt. This is a suggested part to replace when you're doing an alternator service. And the reason is you're already removing the drive belt to get to the alternator. So you might as well replace it. So here I'll notice this is green. This is indicating that this is at my primary store that I'd like to shop at. So I'm going to quickly add this drive belt. And the alternator, same thing for CarQuest. I need to look for the 160 amp, and it looks like this is also available at my recommended store, which is why it's green. And I'm going to go ahead and click quoted. Now I've also finished this job. So these jobs are essentially the same. However, one was much quicker to build than the one that I had built from scratch. The point of this smart job is to build the efficiency for your service writers. One thing I also want to call out for you guys is, let's say I didn't want to use the CarQuest alternator. I wanted to shop something else. With a smart job, I can just click this arrow and quickly go to another vendor to shop another alternator. But for a normal job, I would still have to click the edit pencil and go into add part to then shop for Parts Tech again. So it's really just designed to help with y'all's efficiency once again. Overall, this is what a smart job feature is. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact our support team. Have a wonderful day.